Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a podcast. Today I have the dudes in Mach Four. Say hello, everybody. Say your hello and then your name and what you do in the band.
Hello, I'm Wyatt Smith. I'm the singer of Mach Four, and I sing for. It's been about a year. Uh, I'm excited about. We're excited for it. I'm play the drums and to go after what my singers did. We're really looking forward to this album. Got the cool coming up.
Salutations. I'm the guitarist. My name's Adam. I
I think I lost you all. Hang on. Can you all hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm losing you.
And like reception or sound, like
And
it's
sound. Give me
too
one
quiet.
quick second here. Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, hang on one second. Try talking again.
Can you hear me?
Yep, there we go. Okay, everyone's coming back up online. Sorry, audio input output issues there, but I think looks like it's coming back just now.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we got an album coming out, but before we do all that, I want to go one by one, or whoever knows the full how did Mach 4 start? Like, what's the origin? Did y'all just start out like one night you're like, let's start a band, like whatever, or did y'all find each other? Like, how did Mach 4 become Mach 4?
So Mach 4 came about because I actually knew our guitar player Adam from a different band a few years back, and he hit me up one day to work on one of his projects. And somehow he linked me up with our singer Wyatt. And this all started about because Wyatt was looking for some studio musicians to do what was supposed to be his solo album. And then we went out to get some pizza, and he was like, we could turn this into a band. And then we just started writing some songs together, and we were trying to decide if Wyatt was just going to play bass, if he was just going to sing. And then we somehow just stumbled upon Colin playing bass on Instagram, brought him in for an audition, and the rest is history.
Yeah, the way I joined the band is kind of a funny story. So I used to work at Outback, and one of my buddies there, I was like friends with him outside of work too, and he got me in contact with this one dude, Brian, and he's a really good drummer. I used to jam with him every once in a while, and he went to the same community colleges, Adam and Wyatt, and he overheard them talking about how they wouldn't need a bassist, and he's like, "Oh, I know a guy who plays bass," and they he sent me their stuff, and they looked at my Instagram and then gave me an audition, and it went well.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, it was funny. We gave him an audition, and we weren't expecting it to just be like permanent because we didn't know. After like 10 minutes, seeing what he could do, we were sold, and we were like, all right, when are we doing this again? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I went to CCBC, and I just saw him play guitar for the first time. I'm like, wow, dude. I never seen someone play guitar like that. I was making rap music before this, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know much. Well, obviously now I know a lot about rock, but I didn't know much about it. Adam, and I saw him play guitar. I'm like, wow, I could do something with this. I had songs written and ready to, just be played. So I called today. Can you play this? I don't really know. I didn't know much about tabs or anything. I just said, hey, can you play this for me? And he said he brought his friend Mike, which is a drummer. So the three of us were like, wow. They said that this, great song that we had. It was Spiders, and it's on our album. We actually have it out right now as a single, but we were working on it. It was really good, but playing bass and singing, I just couldn't do both. It was too much. So I either had to choose whether to play bass and find a singer, or to sing and find a bass player. But we were thinking about what we could do about that. But then I think you mentioned his name, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met this dude Brian while we were just out in the hall of school. He was like, "Yeah, I know this bass player." And he set us up with Colin. Everything was history from there. We couldn't saw what we could do, and we just turned into a band, started making more music.
Yeah, we were a three-piece for a little while before we met Colin, and we started slowly putting together the album. And we wanted to have it out within like 6 months of being in a band. But us being naive, there's a lot more that went into it than we realized at the time. And it took a while, but we got there. So.
Right. Well, that's good. So, going around the table here, we got obviously we got four different people, four different probably different musical influences. So starting for whoever wants to start first, who got you inspired to do music, or was it just kind of like on a whim, like whoever wants to start?
Well, so when I was in high school, well, I got into rap. I went to a very everybody listened to rap in my high school. So I started rapping. Got into like rap circles and all. But when I started rock music, I'm like, wow, dude, this is something I never heard before. I really liked it. I grew up with it, but I never until I started really listening to it. When I went to college, there's a lot of people listen to rock music. I never seen so many people that actually like listen to rock. It was like people talked about it in my school, but I never listened to it. I knew like I'm like, wow, I listen to more rock, start listening to more music. This is like this something, but what made me get into it was, I don't know, it was just, I like
All right. Hey,
I
hey
couldn't describe
guys,
with
give me
words.
1 second. We are having audio issues again. Give me one quick second, okay? I'm gonna try and fix this. Hang on.
Sounds good. Adam, you next. Musical influence.
Um, so I didn't really get into like music period till like middle school. Um, it was kind of my dad. He put me on to like The Offspring and like Linkin Park, which was kind of a gateway into a lot like heavier style of music. Like I started listening to Slipknot and getting into all that stuff. Lamb of God. Um, and then I started playing guitar like eighth grade. Um, and I started learning like 3 Days Grace and The Offspring and stuff like that. And then as I got better, I started picking up like metalcore, that kind of thing. So a lot of my guitar playing is influenced by bands like Killswitch Engage, Trivium, Bullet for My Valentine, that kind of thing. And I kind of worked that into our music, but I come up with my own spin on a lot of different stuff.
Um, I'm Colin. So the oh my god, the way I kind of got like into music is just from long history of my family, just being very musical oriented. Like my grandmother, she used to go and like drop acid at Jimi Hendrix concerts and stuff. Um, she was a cool old hippie, so that like kind of the classic stuff like Led Zeppelin, stuff like that. That kind of got me into music when I was really young. Then I picked up bass around 8 years old from my dad because he's played bass for super long. I can't remember how long, but he's really into like Grateful Dead, Fish, so that kind of rubbed off on me. Um, and then as I grew up, like I got to high school, I started really liking Suicidal Tendencies, and it was Mr. Big and the Winery Dogs too. So that's kind of how I got introduced to Billy Sheehan. So he kind of influenced a lot of my playing. Like I do a lot of tapping, and Rob Trujillo from Suicidal Tendencies, he does a lot of slapping. So that kind of that influenced my technique. Like more than probably anyone else.
Yeah, and for me personally, I feel like I've been into music all my life because growing up, my dad liked a lot of '80s, just all '80s music, rock, metal, pop, whatever it is from the '80s. He listened to it, and my mom was really big into like classical music and show tunes. And everyone in my family played in some sort of high school band or orchestra. And it was from my aunt where I was supposed to play clarinet, and I went to go buy clarinet reeds, and then I end up in the drum room of a local music store, and I'm taking private drum lessons at 10 years old. And then, kind of like our singer, with the schools I went to and some of the people I used to hang around with in my neighborhood, I got really into rap music, but I had some buddies that would listen to rock music and would show me 3 Days Grace and Papa Roach. And at 15, I was introduced to Slipknot, and it really got me thinking about other genres of music. And from there, I got into bands like Evanescence and Kill Switch Engage and even Trivium and just all sorts of different kinds of music. And later on, the further I got into metal, the more I found out about the Japanese metal scene of the 80s and 90s and started collecting tapes and records and CDs of different bands like Stone Edge and Concert of Moon. And now I kind of really got into Typo Negative and back into Breaking Benjamin and Soundgarden as well.
Nice. So you all have like a very different collective of like influences all around.
Yeah, very diverse.
Yeah,
Turned into like a melting pot of sorts.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, because you all have been around, I'll be honest. When I first heard of you, I'm gonna let you all know now. How I first heard of all of you was Armani Broken.
I think I met you in person. Me and the drummer Mike
Yeah,
did.
you guys came to Germ Fest.
We came to Germ Fest and we also came to the Armani Broken Sugar Engine show at the
That's the
Depot.
Yeah,
depot.
That's how
the
we
That
depot.
was
met you.
another show I threw together. Yes. Uh,
Yeah.
we will be back probably at the depot here at the end of the year. Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
I,
I've been going and seeing Armani since I was like 15. Like she used to play with State of Youth a lot, and I went to the same high school as them, so I'd go and see her music a lot.
oh wow. Yeah, I just met her last year. Like, I saw her live in 2024, and I didn't talk to her then, but I met her at a different show. Well, actually, no, I didn't meet her. She was in Killer Woods 1 from last year. That was the first day I actually, like, legit, like, talked to her in person. Like, we're filming this
Hell yeah.
horror movie out in the woods, and I'm like, hey, what, I'm glad we get to finally, like, actually talk and hang out and everything, like, and ever since then, like, honestly, like, one of the biggest people that supports me and one of the biggest, and I'm she's one of the biggest people I support right now because it's hard. This music scene is, and I've been around for a good 12 years at this point. I can honestly say who's good people and who's not.
Yeah.
I can legit say that, and I know people would be like, "Oh, I'm good people," and then they'd be like, but people could ask me like, "Hey, are these good people?" I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, Armani, she's super cool, very down to earth, genuine.
So
Yeah,
talented.
yeah, we're big.
Yeah, we're good friends with her.
Oh yeah,
Love her.
100%. Yeah.
She's awesome. I love her so much, and literally, I'm actually interviewing her photographer tonight around like I think 10 o'clock. But point is,
Hell yeah.
yeah. And the funny thing is, I'm like I think I've interviewed. Well, actually, if you count all the people that are a part of her team, she'll be her photographer will be the first person I've interviewed as that team. But no, she's her band is definitely like one of the people that I gotta like. They're like the collective of people, like a good bit of people I got keeping like in my circle, because like I couldn't mention like there are bands out there, but like yeah, I'm not going to that show because they're playing. I won't support that show because this person's play. That's how bad it is. Like that's how much I've been around to see it.
Yeah. And it's something else that's just really crazy to me is hardcore bands. It's just so many of them are just coming out with like all this crazy stuff that's happening. Like, it was Balmora, Sinister Feeling, Jive Bomb. I mean, I didn't even know about like that Kublai Khan was like controversial, and it was like crazy, and
See, that's the scene I
yeah,
don't really know about. So that also helps me a little bit to know what bands not to look into.
yeah, dude. And what's crazy is a lot of like the hardcore scene is kind of revolves around being against that sort of thing, but it's really crazy. Like I completely agree. Like you got to watch out in the music scene.
100%. So, what has been obviously four people, four different opinions, or maybe all the same opinion. Best show and worst show you've all played.
Show more spirit.
Okay. Our best show, I would honestly say our most recent one, which is it was like a DIY show, and there were only 3 bands on, and we were the last band. And honestly, I feel like that was like our best, just performance wise. It was also the most fun because it was outside and there was decent turnout, decent amount of people.
Even the cops came to see us.
Yeah, they literally did. They came to see us. It was really good. I kind of agree with them because I mean I do agree with them. The whole mosh pit was going crazy. We were playing all of our songs. The cops came at the right perfect time. We were playing Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade, perfect time, and they showed up right at that song, and we
Did they
just
shut
played
you
it.
guys down, or was it just like they just came to
No,
see what was up?
they watched us. I mean,
Yeah,
people reported us. Imagine making a report for a public disturbance, and the cop shows up to the public disturbance and sits in the crowd and watches. That's exactly what happened to us.
yeah,
And
they let us finish the set too. It
they
was
let us
pretty
finish
sweet.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Most of the time, you're like, shout out to the where was the show at?
It was at an abandoned school parking lot in Towson. I don't
Saint
remember the name of
Saint
it.
Shout out
Pius
to the
X
Baltimore
Elementary
County
School.
Police Department
Hell yeah,
for just like being
they're the
like,
goats.
what's this public disturbance? It's just some kids. Let them have
Yeah.
their fun. Like, was it
I
before?
know.
Obviously, since it was outside, it was probably obviously before the sound curfew and everything, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? What is the sound curfew?
It's usually like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was around. It was around that time.
Yeah, we finished at like 9. I
Oh,
think
okay.
like it
Well,
was
then
pretty
no
early.
problems would have been had. Like, was it a sanctioned show, or was it just kind of like we're just gonna show up and just play out some music here?
We
It
just
was
showed up.
yeah,
Like,
it was literally something that was thrown together by another band that we were buddies with, Moravia. They literally just got that in another band, Wizard Orgy, and
they
That's
brought
a
a
funny.
generator.
What? I think I saw y'all share that to your story.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we posted a video about it. It's one of the new edits we just posted. Well, we posted a little bit about it beforehand, but yeah, it was one of the edits we posted about the cops showing up. You know, it was a good
you
video.
can actually see in the edit us performing while the cop car is literally just sitting there. And there's like two of them. Originally, only one came, but then I remember after we got done playing, I was starting to pack up, and I stood up from my throne, and I saw that there was another cop car, and I'm like, oh shit! Didn't realize there was another one pulled up.
Yeah, it was crazy night.
They
One of the people in the crowd deliberately brought like a table, like a fold-up table, and just brought it there just to destroy it in the mosh pit, and it was awesome.
Same with a wooden chair. People were just breaking shit.
yeah,
Not like private property or anything, but like their own personal items that they sacrificed, which I respect heavily.
they weren't stopping shit.
Hell yeah. That's always the best times. No, my luck, they'd be like, yeah, hey, who's organizing this? Me! Shut it down. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, they actually enjoyed the performance that they were having.
Maybe if they showed up to Germ Fest, they'd enjoy it too.
Well,
Exactly.
Germfest won't be outside. I can't even imagine doing an outside show.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially,
I think I'd be like worried about mosquitoes and crap because I'm not exactly the skinniest person in the crowd.
Yeah. Mosquitoes, dude. They are terrible.
yeah,
Yeah, they'd be
yeah.
like, we want snacks.
Our work show.
Yeah, war show.
Yeah.
Morse burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played on Morseburgers. It wasn't like terrible, but it left a lot to be desired because we couldn't really hear each other too well, and
Yeah,
I was having an off night, and
You
leading
know,
up to
you're
it.
not the first band to tell me Morseburgers, and honestly, when I reach out to bands to play shows, as of late, it's been where's the like we're not doing Morseburgers. Like, and these aren't local bands. Like, I reached out to a band out in, well, I won't say where exactly, but like not here. And they never played Morseburgers, but I guess they know people who have played there, and they said we're not playing there.
Yeah. It was also like leading up to that date. We were doing a lot of recording more so than practicing because we were just really trying to get everything just down so we could have it and get started. But we it's kind of like the show. I think it was a Friday night, and Thursday pulled around. We were at practice. And we were like, oh shit, we have a show tomorrow.
I mean, on top of that, another thing was we were playing with a lot of older bands, so there was an older crowd there. They weren't really our age, you know, and so the crowd is kind of one of those things that kind of just left a lot to be desired. I personally think maybe if there were different bands on the bill, it would have been under different circumstances, but there were
Yeah,
some other
like if you
things
would have
going
gotten like
outside
some
that.
of the young people in the scene together, like if you would have asked like Weekends at Noon, or Feed a Friend, or Go On Red, the younger crowd people.
Yeah, they would have brought out the energy.
Yeah, I mean, another thing is we went to a show at Morseburgers like a couple weeks, a month before that to see our good buddies Clockwork, and there was all sorts of energy off the chain there.
Mm.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Morseburgers was their worst show. Well, yeah, I mean, the people there didn't fit with us that well. The crowd was not responsive. I tried to talk to them, but it was like talking to a brick wall. It was like talking to Siri. All right, it was like talking to Siri. It's like saying, "Hey Siri," and
like an
it was
AI
like,
chatbot.
yeah,
You
literally,
feeling good
like
tonight? Yes, I am
no,
feeling
an
good
AI
tonight.
chatbot is more responsive than that. I was like, "Hey, who's ready?" It was like, "Who's ready?" All right, it's like it was real bad, dude. It was terrible. It was like trying to get a.
Who here likes Alice in Chains?
It was
Cool,
like
Exactly.
cool.
it was like trying to get a bunch of Eskimos excited for fire. You know what I mean? It was just not there. It was just not there.
Just fucking trying to cold start a lawnmower.
I will say though, shout out to State of Youth. Luke and Logan showed up for us.
Yeah, there's some great guys.
I'm gonna mention this now to everybody because I am planning Germ Fest next year. I won't say who's on the lineup yet because I'm still working with bands. I'm still trying to figure some shit out with that. But I was asked when I asked people recommend bands put on for Germ Fest, and somebody's like State of Youth, and I said, are they even still a band? Because they haven't done anything, and Luke has been doing solo stuff like acoustic like shows. So I'm like, and they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna be back by the time Germ Fest is next year, and I'm thinking, I love you all, but I need a confirmation before. Like, I can't just guarantee like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this
yeah,
band come back on a lineup of like with bands like if they don't even do a show before that. Like, how do I know you're gonna be like able to do it?
yeah. I got you. I love State of Youth. They they each kind of have like their own side projects. I think because I see on Logan's Instagram a lot. He plays with like all these different bands. He is such a talented musician. It's insane.
Yes.
Um, and Luke, yeah, he definitely does do like his own solo stuff. But every once in a while, I'll see like a flyer pop up and it's like State of Youth at Zen West. I'm like, oh shit, I want to go. And then I look at my schedule. I'm like, fuck, I'm not in Maryland that day.
Yeah,
So unfortunate.
it's funny. I indirectly worked with Luke last year. Very cool dude. But wish it was for a better band.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I worked with a band that Luke did because State of Youth is all a bunch of young college kids, so they're
Yeah,
all got their own like lives and shit. They're figuring their stuff out. So I think Luke is one of the oldest members of the band, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was with this band, on guitar, um, that I worked with last year, and I won't ever mention them live on camera. Just look at if you're friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, or well, especially Facebook, then look at this January to March 2025 of my year, and you'll see what band I was working with at the time. Uh, I was unhappy.
I think I have an idea of who. I'm not gonna say their name though.
I'll say it if you guess it. Take a guess.
Um, is it No Promises?
Yes!
I was thinking that, not gonna lie.
Yes, yes, they. I'm so glad they're not a band anymore. I will be honest with you, it was not fun, and I honestly will never support, promote, share any show they are on, or support it at all.
Yeah.
They're not obviously people in the music scene know who they are because they've burnt so many bridges.
Mm.
Fun times.
Yeah, I
Don't ever do a show with them. I don't care. Don't unless the money's right.
gotcha.
Watch, they're gonna listen to this and say, "Don't slander us," like I did back in February. They reached out to me like, "Don't slander us." I said, "I only told the truth. I didn't slander you at all."
They really said that?
Yeah, their singer reached out to me via text message and asked me not to slander them, and I'm just like, whatever. I'll take down the post. Fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's crazy.
They probably won't even listen to this, and if they do, then well, fuck you guys. I
Fuck
don't
'em.
care.
Fuck them.
The only person from that band I'm cool with it was their bassist, and I guess Luke's cool. I mean, I haven't really talked to Luke much, but you know, Luke's all right. I never had any issues with him or the bassist. The singer and the drummer, I could give two shits about.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I talked to another person in the music scene. I won't mention them because they prefer to be anonymous. But they tell me if you look at a band who has gone through several lineup changes, minus one or two members, who's the problem and who's okay with it being the problem?
Yeah, we understand that. I mean, obviously,
Obviously,
you know, all
if
the
it depends on how the lineup changed. Like if they say creative differences, then something's wrong in that band. But if it's like, oh, our person's leaving because they got a kid or their job changed, that's an entirely different story. But if it says,
Yeah.
oh, I'm leaving the band due to creative differences, who's the issue?
Yeah.
That's usually like an excuse that a lot of people say. Like I always hear someone say creative differences, and
They don't
it's like,
not telling the full story.
what's the real
Yeah.
story?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The bassist from No Promises, he was always pretty chill. I like his other band that he's a part of, and he's in a cover band. I think he worked with a cover band recently, so he's pretty good people. But I'll be honest, nah, that band really struggled hardcore to get people to work for him after I left. Like it was big, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, I gotcha.
No, but
Yeah.
okay, this is a fun question I ask everybody if you're a musician or not.
All right.
Only if. Okay, let me rephrase that. I only ask this question if the person loves music or is relatively music adjacent, but obviously if it's a filmmaker that doesn't really care about music, it doesn't really pertain to them. But we are going to go around the room. We got 4 people here. We got 12 different answers, probably. Some dude from not Live Nation or Ticketmaster because I hate that company, but let's say a random booking company, some random dude from a booking company comes up to each and every single one of you and says, "Hey, here's my checkbook. I want you to plan a 3-day music festival. You got to pick 3 different headliners on every single day, and you have powers to bring back somebody from the dead if you want to. Who is headlining Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?"
And this is like any artist.
This is
Any
such a good
artist, like
question.
you could for some reason, if you want to be like, oh, I come from a rap background, I'm gonna put like, I don't want to say a known rapper. Let's just say some rapper's name was Captain Crunch. I'm pretty sure watch there be some rapper out there called that listens to this. But like you could literally like put whoever you want on the headlining, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't matter to me. This is personal. like for me, Friday I would put Green Day. Saturday for me it would be I would like to put the new Linkin Park because I really do like Emily Armstrong as a vocalist. I don't think she's that bad. I mean, I know people don't like her, but I don't really care.
I like her too.
Yeah, music's music. I mean, music is subjective, and I get why people don't like her and everything. It is what it is. And then Sunday, my all time favorite band of all time is Newfound Glory. But all 3 days are going to be direct supported, and all the lineup would be all local music supported. But that's just my three headliners, so you can just pick whoever you want. So whoever wants to start, go for it.
Um, it's Adam, by the way. Three headliners. First day, I would probably go with Events. I would go with Event Sevenfold. Second day, I would go with The Offspring, and then third day, I would put Trivium. I feel like that's a decent top three.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, dude, I didn't want to go second. This I'm still thinking about this. I'm gonna take day one. I gotta go with Drain. Day two.
I just saw Drain.
Oh, dude, what'd you think?
You know what? I actually really liked them. I didn't think I would.
Dude, that's the right answer. Everyone loves Drain.
Drain's sick.
Number two, I'm probably gonna put. Yeah, I'll put Silverstein at number two.
Love Silverstein.
Hell, yeah.
Silverstein.
I'm a big fan of you, Mr. Jeremy Scott. Day three.
I've
This is
tried
a
booking
hard
them
one.
last year.
You tried booking Silverstein?
Yeah, randomly. So I I won't mention it on air. I'll after I stop recording. I'll tell you how that connection happened because I don't want to get somebody in trouble.
All right, I want to hear about this. This is sick. But day three, um, oh man, dude, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Electric Wizard money line.
All right. I never heard of that band.
They're pretty awesome. I'm a big fan of them. So is Mike here.
Yeah, top 10 stoner doom bands.
All right.
Speaking of bands for me, really gonna have to think about this one, especially if I don't want to make any money. I could pick a whole lot of bands for this festival, but I think for day one, I might actually just go with Typo Negative, and this just starts with the Bringing Back People from the Dead one. I think I might have to go with them. Um, and then I'm just not gonna make any money off of Dead Day Two. Headlining, I'm gonna go with this solo artist named Tatsuya Kase, who was around in Japan in the 90s. He had some really sick songs. And then Day Three, I think I might cater to my guitar player a little bit more. I'm gonna have to go with good old Concerto Moon and continue the Shred Fest.
Yes, sir.
Their guitar player Norifumi Shima is absolutely sick.
He's a fucking beast.
All
All right. Well. Okay. So I'm going. I'm Wyatt. If I were to choose three bands, well, okay, three artists. So first, so if it's very well known, unknown, dead or alive, first I'm going to go with Alice in Chains. I love Alice in Chains. Second, um, so if you said rapper or band, second I'm gonna go with Big L. Right? If you ever heard of Big L, the rapper, he's one of the best rappers. I mean, he's up to par with Eminem. He's one of his every time he rhymes, it's insane. When he said, "Oh, ask Beavis, I get nothing but head," dude, that's insane. You know what I mean? One of those bars is insane. Like his bars are just they're perfect, right? Third, unknown, it's Laura Scooter, right? When he said, "I sell more pills than a CVS," that's
I
insane.
think I got the
You
bird
know,
flu.
yeah, Laura Scooter. Anybody knows Laura Scooter knows that his freestyles are insane. Heaven or Hell, amazing freestyle. I know all of his albums. He's a Baltimore rapper. He's local. He died at a what's it called, a peace rally, which is insane because it's a peace rally. But whatever, he was huge. He was really impactful to the Baltimore scene of rap. Dude, I love him. I mean, there's obviously a lot of more Baltimore rappers out there, like now, like Roddy Rax and YG Tech or YG Tech. There's a lot of but Scooter, one of the greatest. I mean, if I were to go from rock to rap, unknown to known, I got to pick Scooter for third.
Yeah. I have never heard of a lot of rappers. Probably because it's not really my scene. But I mean, I'm open to it. It's about easier probably to sell than country music is here because I'll get DMs from country artists like, "Hey, can you help a band come here?" And then I'll look up their band. I'm like, I'll be honest, country is a hard sell for me. I don't really know the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's its own kind of thing. I mean,
I mean,
everything's
if
got
you
its
look
own
at
kind of thing.
Baltimore,
Rap,
do you?
rock,
I mean, if you
country.
yeah, if you look at Baltimore, the only country artists that I ever see come through here are like the more known.
Shabuzi,
Is that a country
Shabuzi, Morgan
artist?
Wallen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Morgan
Shabuzi, Morgan
Wallen I've
Wallen.
heard of because Morgan Wallen was
Definitely.
actually just here. That's how I know of Morgan Wallen plus one song.
Zach Brown,
I know
Luke
Zach
Bryan,
Brown, and
all of
I
them.
don't like.
Jason
I'll be
Aldean.
honest, I love music, but country I could take or leave it.
Yeah, country's a hard either pass or you're with a lot of people. I like all kinds of music. I can get behind country. I can get behind R&B. I can get behind like acid music. You know uh folk music. Anything. I can
I was actually
Midwest
asked to
anything.
be a keyboardist in an industrial metal band, and I was like,
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know that kind of music though. Like I don't.
That's sucking.
So I was like,
I can do that.
I'm not doing it. Like I don't know that kind of music. I'm sorry. Like I was like, I don't know that kind of music. I'm sorry. I don't really understand it. And even if I did,
Yeah.
are there any bands that I could book with you? Like legit. Like who would play with us? Like what?
Well, I mean, with any kind of music comes its it's a fan base. Some have a little niche fan base, some have a big popular fan base. Look at Pantera. I mean, like a lot of people listen to them, but then you look at like other bands. Some people don't. They're still in the scene.
Yeah.
It's how it is.
Yeah. Like I mean, I'm obviously my shows are known for being mixtapes. My very first show, I had a pop punk artist, and then a rock artist, and then another alt pop artist, and then an acoustic emo band, and then it was a electronic pop rock band, and then my second show was all pop punk except for there was some rap, and then my third show in 20 yeah, all my shows were pretty much 2025 uh was my Zissimo show. It was a rat it was a hip hop group with a drum, like hip hop, like more like a Hollywood Undead sound, and then like acoustic and rap, and then metalcore, and metalcore, and then dark pop, and it's like what? Like what kind of shows are you trying to throw? Mixed genre, because I believe in mixtapes for shows.
Yeah, dude, brings everyone together.
A little something for
Yeah,
everybody,
for
unless the country people. I can't sell it here. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, like I could throw a rap artist on a rock bill. Like that's simple. That's like rock and rap pretty much do coexist. Like on a bill, like it can be so. It
Yeah.
could like it
yeah,
could be.
I have some friends that do rap and you know
Okay.
I
like
mean, my
yeah,
buddies
I have a
in
lot of
Band of
friends that do rap.
Misfits. Uh,
They're still trying to get out in the scene. They do like show every now and then. There's not a lot of shows for rap artists out there,
that's
but
because a lot of
yeah,
a lot of our local venues don't like hip hop. They don't like to do hip hop.
Really?
they're in the rock more. Yeah, I can see that
Yeah. That's a thing.
because the older crowd.
That is a thing. I've been told by like a few promoters that are like, if we have a rap, I won't mention any venues here because no shade. It's just preference, and I completely understand it. I get it, because that's just how it is. Um, there are local venues that will be like, oh, there's a rap artist that wants to play here. Well, pay us money up front to play. Okay.
That's really. I never would have guessed that. That's wild.
I won't say what venues they are because it's not fair to them, and I won't knock them.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like not even off camera, like not even like in like I legit was like I was actually heartbroken by some venues that were like we won't have that band here because we don't we don't support it, and I'm like fuck, whatever.
How do you not support music? You're a music venue.
Hey, exact
Well,
Monday.
yeah. Well, here's the thing: they will book, let's say, bigger named, we'll say bigger name artists that are in that genre compared to a
Oh.
DIY artist. Does that make any more sense?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
That's why I'm like, fuck. Like, there are. That's why I'm booking. So I'll mention this here. I've already mentioned it earlier in the interview. Germfest is happening again next year. Whether it be the way that it's not going to be where it was held this past year, because um, that's a topic for another day. Um, Despite it being successful, because I will let everyone know, it was 90 people in attendance for Germfest.
Hell yeah.
That's
Spread
awesome.
apart 7 bands. So I mean, some people came for the beginning and stayed to the end. Some people just came for whoever they wanted to see, which is completely fine. I'm one of the ones that will stay for the end, unless other means of worldly happenings happen. Like if I go to a show with somebody and they decide, oh, I'm leaving and you're my ride, well, then I gotta go. It's a little bit different. I try to stay for everybody, but it's not always the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, that's definitely what we always try to do every time we go and see a band. Anytime I've gone and seen someone, even if I end up showing up late and there's a band that I don't know in between the two bands I came to see, I always stay for them. That's actually how I found out about Feed a Friend.
Oh, I love Feed a Friend. I cannot wait to have them on Germfest next year. That is gonna happen. You guys, if you guys want to play, I want to keep. I want to bring a
We
lot
are
of
definitely down to
Oh,
play.
100%. We will.
110%.
If
my
you book
goal.
us, we will be there.
My goal. I had 7 bands play last year. My goal is to bring back 4 of them for next year.
Which ones? Which ones?
I want to
Can you
bring.
talk?
Well, okay. I will bring back 6 of the
Which
7.
one? Are you 6 or 7?
6, 7? No, 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 no. I will bring back. No, the goal is to bring back. So we had originally 9 bands. Uh,
Okay.
and then one band had to drop due to sickness, and then one band had to drop in general. So then
Okay.
we went from 9, 8 to then 7. Um, so 6 of that lineup. I want to bring back Abandoned Misfits. I want to bring back Shuttlecraft,
Okay.
even if they're not acoustic. I would love to have Shuttlecraft full band or acoustic. We had them acoustic at Germfest this year, which is completely fine. I want to bring
Yeah.
back Velvet Divide. I want to bring back Go on Red, Color Me Crazy, Sugar Engine. I would love to bring back Sugar Engine. I love Sugar Engine, but I don't know if it's we'll have to see where they're at. Wise. And then, of course, Armani Broken, of course. Well, I'm hoping to
Hell
get
yeah.
We
for.
love Armani Broken.
I
Yes.
was waiting for you to say Armani Burke.
No, she ain't coming back. No, I'm kidding. She is. She is. She's gonna come back. Like
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I have gone back to every single show I threw as a promoter, and she has played every single show that I threw except for one.
Oh man, we love all the bands. I haven't seen Shuttlecraft. We haven't. I don't know. I haven't.
We saw Shuttlecraft Acoustic when we went to Germfest.
Yeah, I haven't seen them like that much though. Like I haven't seen them other than
That's
that.
because
But
they
all the
mainly
bands
play
are
a lot
really.
of. That's because Brendan mainly does stuff acoustic, but like full band, they usually do like the emo shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're a really, really good band, and I really do. But I would take Brendan acoustic because I don't care. Brendan's awesome. Brendan's good people.
Yeah, I think that was really good. When we saw it, it was awesome, dude. All the bands were really good. I mean, well, okay, yeah, like when we went there, we had a great time. Uh, it was very enjoyable. I mean, Mike can give his opinion on it.
I mean, yeah, I for one 100% had a great time at Germfest. I mean, the main reason why I did go was for Armani Broken. Um, but we've seen Sugar Engine probably like a couple times before that, so we also went for them. That's how I found out about Going Red as well, and I had a really great time seeing them for the first time. And I feel like every band that was there that we saw just gave a fantastic performance, and
Yeah,
it was just a all around great time, and I'm excited for next year.
yeah. Germfest this year we had two first. We had uh Sugar Engine made their Zen West debut at that venue. Everyone else had played, well, not everybody else, but everyone else on the bill except for another artist had played there before at some point. Um, Color Me Crazy, uh,
Yeah, we like that seeing them too.
they
Yeah.
came all the way up from North Carolina. This was their very first time ever in Maryland in general.
Hell yeah.
So, like,
Dude, that's
being able to
awesome.
bring them up to do, and that was my touring band. They came, they went and did a show in Philly the night before because I'll tell you all this story. Drew, their guitarist, who's also their manager, books all their stuff. I kept hound because they wanted to play my festival. I reached out to them to play it, and he's like, keep checking up with me weekly, and they were waiting on the promoter from the Philly date the day before to give them that yes, it's happening in Philly. We're gonna do you're gonna be able to play in Philly the day before. Well, unfortunately, they didn't have the Philly date confirmed, so Drew literally told me like right after Thanksgiving last year, "Hey, just fucking confirm us because at the end of the day, if we don't get the Philly date, we'll risk it and just come up and play Baltimore because I don't want to
It's
leave you hanging anymore because obviously they could have just told me no, but no, they wanted to play because they were trying to get up here to play a show anyway, and they had reached out to venues and nobody got back to them, and then I hit him up randomly, and because they popped up on my algorithm, and I never heard of them, and then I looked, they're like, oh, they're from North Carolina, not super far from Baltimore. The only thing they're gonna be like, no, because we can't like make it feasible. But they did, and they were like, we're gonna come up, and I gave them a pretty a substantial ticket deal. We did door deal for them, and like we had some online purchases, like people from the local scene that wanted to see them, like Adam from Shattered Colors hit me up. He's like, dude, I want to come see them tomorrow, Germfest. How would you
Oh,
visit?
yeah, dude, we saw him there, dude. He's awesome, dude. We love Shattered Colors.
Yeah, we did a show with them a couple months back, and we became pretty much friends with them like instantly. They're a great band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam's good people. I'm hoping to have Shattered Colors on Germfest next year.
oh,
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
That'd be sick.
we're super happy that Color Me Crazy showed up to Germfest. We love seeing them,
When here we
and
had a
Sugar Engine too.
yeah,
Sugar Engine.
I love Sugar Engine. I love that. I like their entire like. I love everybody at Play Germfest, but unfortunately, there are just some bands that I can't have again. Whether
Yeah.
it be because of X, Y, and Z or whatever, and and it just like it sucks. But at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Sugar Engine's dropping. Well, they posted. I don't know if you've seen their post. They have something coming up.
They got
Same
an
as us.
EP coming out.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
we're
their
excited for
drummer,
it. I mean, we got an album, but
their current drummer is also Armani's drummer, and she's in so many bands. She's in like 5 bands. So when I had her on last month, I said, if y'all want to hit up Meg to fill up the other 2 slots on the calendar every week to make her part of 7 bands, hit her up, and she's like, no, don't do that.
Dude, I swear, when I was younger and I would go to shows every weekend, I would like see Meg with one band, and then I would go to like another show the next weekend for a completely different band. I was like, shit, is that the same drummer? And it's like, it's wild, dude. Meg's really talented.
Yeah,
yes.
I love Megan. It was really funny. She was in another band, Days End, which obviously still a band, but the first iteration of that was a different band. And they only did 2 shows, and I booked them on both shows. I booked their first show and their second, and unfortunately their last show of their lineup that they had. But I like them now more than I did back when I had them the first 2 times.
Oh man, yeah, we love Sugar Angel. We love Velvet.
Well, I
Ronnie
love
Broken.
Velvet Divide too. I would honestly love to
Yeah.
bring them back, the most of it, because that band. So I love that band, and they let me know like, hey, we're gonna let you know now. We'll play in Baltimore, but our fan base is more like DC Rockville area, so it's kind of hard. And I was like, I don't care. I'm not doing ticket minimums. I don't believe in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, when we met, I mean, obviously our bass player's known. I mean, for example, Armani Broken, our bass player's known him for a while. You know,
Oh, Nick.
we know her for a while. I mean,
I was gonna say, well, yeah, you guys know Nick because that's
yeah,
weekends
I
at
don't know why I
noon.
was talking about Nick. I meant, he's no. Well, how long have you known Nick? Because he's in Weekends at Noon and Armani Broken.
I've known him as long as y'all.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like we met Nick. I think we met him at the depot. I think is when we met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I saw Armani, it was like a backyard show that State of Youth was headlining because it was Ryan from State of Youth's 21st birthday. And this he like kind of lives on a farm, and this lady like came by and was like freaking out, and we thought it was like we we thought it was part of the show, and we were like, hell yeah. And then she was like, no dude, I've got horses, like they're gonna kick each other and kill each other if you guys don't quiet down. So we all
Oh,
had to go inside, and I got to see Armani Broken perform like 4 feet in front of me. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that was back. Meg was the drummer. I think she may have. I think this was pre Seth. And I don't think she had a bass player at the time.
yeah, Seth joined. So the Seth thing came about after. So he went to school with Armani's fiance. Or
Oh, cool.
and he came to my July show at Zen West last year, and he told me who the ticket was for because he Venmoed me, and I didn't know who he was either. Um, and when they were talking to each other and how he plays guitar because he's her rhythm guitarist,
Yeah.
and sure enough, I think the first show he played with them was the Skullhouse Rockfest last year.
Oh, that's
Oh,
what we're
that's
playing at
sick.
this year.
Well, this year's Skull. I'll be there. I don't know if. I don't think
Oh,
Dustin's announced it
definitely.
yet on his end, but I will be doing this in person. I will be going around with my camera and microphone and doing little off the cuff interviews with bands. And if they want to do like a long interview after the festival, they can hit me up on Instagram. But like I plan to do like 5 to 10 minute in person interviews at the festival and stuff. So
Yeah,
like
dude.
it, that
Like the short ones that they do with like NFL players.
well, more in depth, but yeah, because the NFL players, that's all scripted. I believe that's scripted.
You know, I think I agree with you on this one.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. I mean, there's so much I like again. There's been so many like rumors over the years that the NFL has been, cool. Like they already have it predicted and everything. Like, there's just too
Yeah.
much
Same thing with the
money in
NBA. It's all because of the people that
money.
put on what are those it's like those gambling sites. It's
Yeah,
all put up.
that's why I don't like sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a big sports dude.
No,
Yeah,
I'm more
neither am
into
I.
movies and stuff. Movies and music at this point.
Let me
Music,
ask, what's your favorite movie of all time?
John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978.
Yo, I was
Great
gonna
pick.
say, I was gonna say, there's a lot of different kinds of Halloweens, but
Yeah, the
that's a good
original.
answer.
Yeah.
The original from the 78 is my. It's actually the movie that got me wanting to make
76. I thought it was
78.
76.
Nope, 78.
Or
Yeah,
78?
it is
Okay,
78.
okay.
Hell yeah.
That's what got me into making movies, and you know, I'm not. I don't think I'll ever make a movie as good, but
Yeah, how is Bloodlines going? I never really talked to you in depth about Bloodlines. You got that,
so Killer Woods Bloodlines is unfortunately on a massive like.
Tell me
It's
more.
leaning towards cancellation.
Hey, wait, what'd you say?
It's leaning towards maybe a cancellation or a massive
What?
rewrite.
Why? Why is that?
Uh, so we announced the cast, and two people can no longer do it. Right after they confirmed that they wanted to do it, and then like 3 days later, they announced that they are no longer interested. So, uh,
Oh
I'm just like, well,
Oh.
time to rewrite this, and I have
man,
my group chat, and I removed said individuals from the group chat. Uh,
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
it's fine. Me, Armani, Julian, and Dre, and I guess Bex, which is
Julian,
Armani's photographer, but
Julian,
she's,
is
huh?
that Julian Johnson?
Julian Johnson, good dude. I
Yeah,
just interviewed him. He's a nice, pretty, nice dude.
I think So me and Carl from Clockwork, he's their lead singer. We went and saw Others May Fall. I think Julian was there.
Yep, Julian was there. He's in their music video, and Others May Fall gave him, they gave him free shows for life.
Hell yeah.
Because he was
Yeah.
Man,
rocking out
how
to
do
the.
I get that?
How do
I
we
don't
Yeah,
know.
get
I
that?
same.
guess they were looking at the raw footage for that music video, and they saw him rocking out. And Brian, the drummer of Others May Fall, his son plays guitar in that band now, and
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
good buddies
Oh,
with him.
Jason's great people. I love Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason and Brian and Jimmy, Steve, the only members of the band that I still know.
Yeah,
Actually, I
they
just
actually they reached out to me like cuz I used to go to I still do when I get the chance. I went to one of their shows and they came up to me and were like, "Dude, do you want to be our backup bass player?" I was trying to be nonchalant. I was a little giddy when they asked me that. I was real happy that they thought of me. I was like, "Absolutely, dude." But I'm really excited to get a chance to play with them. They're such great guys, amazing musicians.
yeah, they're actually the first local band I met like 12 years ago.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, well, I met Brian when he did a super group. They did a super group thing for like one of the emo shows, and it was like called Our Bulletproof Day. The lead singer from A Better Ending is actually Dave was actually their singer for that, and I became really good friends with him as well. But Brian kept up with me pretty closely and kept me informed on when Others May Fall were playing and all this, and he kept on reaching out like, dude, come out to our show. I'm like, I would go. Like, that's why I would go to the local shows, because Brian Michaels from Others May Fall kept me in the music scene, and obviously later down the line, meeting other people kept me going, and I just decided to say, fuck it. Like, I'll keep supporting everybody.
Ready. Which, by the way, I just want to throw this out there. Shout out to Retro Oasis. That's like kind of their family business, I think.
Yes,
It's like a comic. Yeah, hell yeah. We love Retro Oasis. I need to get down there at some point.
I know they were doing like a little bit of a construction remodel in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow that. I followed their Instagram for a good bit, but yeah, Retro Aces. I'm really glad they're back and making music though, because like Others May Fall took a hiatus there for a little while.
Yeah, they were telling me about that. I kind of I kind of started bumping into them like after their hiatus, but they told me about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've listened to their stuff. I'm a big fan of it. It kind of reminds me of A Day to Remember, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I love.
happier.
Yeah, I can't wait. Their EP, they just finished recording it with Eric Taff from Great Heights Band.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's funny. Great Heights Band, despite them being like one of the, I think the third or fourth local band I met, they are my all-time favorite local band. I have seen them 15 times.
Dude, that's awesome. I love that.
I'm trying to book them. Hopefully they're listening. Like, hey, Eric, you guys available in Germfest next year?
That'd be sick.
I mean, anything is
I'll be down.
possible.
That
But do you guys like anything else other than music? I mean, I just heard video games.
I mean, for me personally, I'm the drummer, Mike, again. I'm actually kind of like you, Jeremy. I'm really into movies. I haven't really been watching them as much as I used to, but that's something else that I grew up on. And I got really into the horror genre as a teenager, especially like B movie slashers.
Yeah. What's your favorite slasher or B movie?
Um, I mean, that would be kind of tough. I mean, favorite horror movie of all time for me is Candyman, but
Oh, dude, that's fall.
all of them.
I'm
That's
talking
a
about
great one. What are you
yeah,
talking about?
I'm talking about the
No
original.
way.
I'm talking about the original from 1992.
No, that's valid. Candyman's peak.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Okay.
I like.
Okay.
I didn't mind the. I didn't mind the newest one. I didn't think it was that bad.
I haven't
I
seen
like
the
new-
newest
I
one.
like the
I
newest
haven't
one.
seen
I
that.
like that. I thought that's what you were talking about. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the original.
Okay.
Candyman.
I haven't seen the original.
Dude, the original's peak. But as far as like B movie slashers go, I might actually just go with Sleepaway Camp from 1984. That is just peak.
Oh, I
And
love
I think
Sleepaway
Adam.
Camp. Shit, you could just come on my horror podcast, man. We could just chat about horror movies.
All right, bet I'd be down for that. Adam will be
works.
down for that too. He's into Sleepaway
I'm
Camp.
big into horror movies, but I haven't seen that. I've check it out.
Watch
it's
2
a
and
good
3
one.
as well. They're fun.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
I
these
mean,
horror
yeah.
movies. Yeah, but does everyone like so? When you're not playing music, writing, rehearsing, practicing, whatever, what do you all do to decompress? Obviously, there's four people, so like, say you just want to put down your instruments, be with family. Let's say not even with family, because I know people will be like, "Oh, I like to spend time with family." Okay, besides all that, like, what is your favorite hobby that? What is your favorite hobby outside of music?
I mean, I'm into movies too, but I'm like really into like retro video games.
I was gonna say video games.
And I'm a cook too, so that's something that brings me a lot of joy.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What did you say?
Cooking.
Oh, cooking. What's your favorite thing to cook?
I can make a really, really good Philly cheesesteak. That's like my number one.
Hell yeah. I can
That's my
vouch.
favorite food, so I might have to put it up to the test one day.
Bring him on. Gotta make him one.
I will happily make you a Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, yo, you gotta make him a Philly cheesesteak now.
I know, because
I have to now.
there's a pizza shop near my house that has been rated like one of the best in Maryland for like the past like 3 years. And
Wait, what? Can I guess?
yeah,
Is it Frank's?
no, they are technically in the number one, but but this other place is number 2 on the list.
Middle River Pizzeria.
Yeah.
Dude, yes!
You haven't tried.
I went there
this
earlier.
dude Adam's cheesesteak. You haven't tried
Yeah,
Adam's.
Middle River Pizzeria. Yes, they are really, really good.
I was there earlier, dude. So good.
I live near Middle River. Yeah.
You did?
Another
Wait,
thing
really?
that-
Okay, after we stop recording, I gotta find out how close because, like, that's not far from me, and shit, we probably could have done this.
Yo, I live in Joppatown.
Oh, you live right near my friend. My cousins live in Edgewood.
What's their names? I might know them. I know a lot of people in
My
Edgewood.
cousin Mike, but he's like in his like mid-30s now.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Well, I mean, Edgewood's like, I live right near that. Like, I go there.
Did you hear they tore down the sheets? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they tore down the sheets right
What?
next to my house, dude. There was the sheets Dude, they just tore it down.
That's
I was so
sad.
mad. I
Yeah, they're
drive
like
past it every day with a
remodeling it.
sad face. Huh?
They're like remodeling it.
No,
Oh,
they
thank
tore they tore
God.
they tore the whole thing down. They tore
I
the
know, but they're
building, the gas
rebuilding
stations,
it. They're
everything.
making it like one of them more modern sheets. Like they just built one
Really?
on. Well, I don't know how
You're talking about
familiar.
the one on 40, right?
Kind of like the one on, yeah, but the one on like 43. You know, like the one that they just built,
Oh,
like
43.
you know the one they just built like a few years ago, like right on 43.
On 43 on Mountain Road?
No, 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 no. Like
No,
like
you're talking about yeah, okay. I know which one you're talking about. I know
you know,
which one
kind
you're
of
talking
like near
about.
like that Royal Farms is, and like that new.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that new one they just built. They're kind of building it like that, or they're gonna probably put a. I don't know if they'll be able to put the drive-through in, but they're apparently making that a modern version like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know, Sheets is one of my favorite
Yeah,
places to go. It's
I
cheap
actually
and
go to
you know,
that
it's all the stuff.
Joppatown flea market every now and then because I like that
Oh
village.
Oh,
yeah.
really? JGM? Oh
I
man,
like
dude.
going to
I
that.
go there all I used to work there, dude. That was my
I,
thing,
I
dude.
like going
I
there
Actually,
to that
love
that video store, the Video Village.
yeah, I was just about to bring that up. If we're talking about Joppatown Flea Market, Video Village, that's where I've
You
gotten a lot of like my record, CD, movie
you want to know that?
collection, all of it.
So this is gonna date me a little bit, but back when I was growing up, probably like I think they closed it when I turned like 14, 15. But they used to have a there used to be a video store up there next to that Burger King where the other Redners is.
yeah. Wait, the other
There's a
Redners in
Redners.
Joppa?
Well, no, it's not in Joppa. It's just in.
Edgewood?
It's in Harford County somewhere. It's like kind of like Forest Hill area and a little bit like
Oh,
there's
up
a
near
red
Abingdon.
yeah there's a Redner's, a Burger King like right in that area, but up the street. I think it's now. I don't know if there's anything there now, but there used to be a video store there called Village Video, and apparently it's the same owners.
Yeah, that makes sense because the people that own like for example, what's it called? Retro games at
Retro
and
Replay,
JGM. Yes, Retro Replay and JGM. They also own a store. It's
Retro
a,
Racers is better.
Retro is better probably. No, Retro Replay I've only been in a couple times. They're really nice
they
people.
have some games for cheap. You get like GTA 5 for like $10, you know, and get the real
Yeah, but
game.
can't
You
you
know,
get GTA 5 for $10 anywhere really anymore?
that is true. That is true. But back in the day, it was like perfect. You know, like if you ever like you could sell like you know you go to GameStop, they're gonna like, you know, they're gonna fuck you on some money. You know, you're gonna go there with like a $30 game, they're gonna give you $10 for it. You go
I
to
used to
Retro
work for
Replay, dude, they'll
GameStop.
give you what it's
I
worth.
know how it works. I hated GameStop.
Dude. But that's why I like Retro Replays. I would go there with all the games that I had, sell them, make the same amount of money I would have paid for them.
Yeah, you
You
know the
know,
crazy
same
thing
thing with
is when
Video
I
Village.
like now GameStop will take like retro games, but when I worked there, the earliest we could take because they started pennying them out. The earliest we could take at that point was only Xbox 360 because Xbox 360. What people don't know is it came out before the PS3, but that was the earliest we were allowed to take anymore. And I remember when
Yeah,
and now they'll take anything. Like, damn.
yeah, yeah. It was because the Xbox 360. A lot of them are like cross compatible with the Xbox One.
Yeah, but
Like
then they
that's what I would
started
get.
taking like PS1 again, DS. They started
Yeah,
taking all
that
that
is
again.
true.
And I remember I had to turn away this like kid that was about to go to college, like all his PS2 games. Like I had to turn this kid away. Like we can't take them and sell them. He's like, but I'm trying to sell them, and he had some titles in there, and because I was on the clock, I legally could not make an
Wait, you
offer
worked
on
there?
him. Huh?
You worked at Retro Replay?
No, GameStop.
Okay, GameStop. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well,
I
that's what
I
I'm
will tell
saying.
you this. I worked the midnight release of GTA 5 in 2013, and then the Xbox One, and then the PS4. All of like the PS4 and Xbox One were like whichever one, they were a week away from each other, and I had to work both of those midnight releases, and I will tell you,
Were
I
people
was.
like camping outside?
Yeah,
No, we
I
didn't
would
have
assume
that at the
so.
location I worked at, but we did have people coming in.
Well, which location did you work at? The one
It's
in
no longer exist anymore. It was in Middlesex, the
oh,
right one right by the DMV, if you the MVA, like up there in
yeah.
Essex.
Okay, on Tollgate Road or Emerson Road.
No, I don't know. No, it was Eastern Avenue.
Okay, so it was more south. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was more
I
like
think I know
going
south
towards
now.
like where that library is, like on Eastern Avenue. Yeah, like it was, or Eastern Boulevard they call it too.
That's why I like retro replays because you don't even need the receipt. You just need the game. With the GameStop, you need the game. Or I mean, you need the receipt.
If you want to return it,
Not
but if
just
you
the game.
don't have the receipt, they'll be like, "Oh, we'll just do it for trade-in." Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then you get like what 5 pennies. It's just something That's why I like retro replays so much. They sold all the like the Guitar Hero stuff, the old GameCube
Yeah, that was
stuff,
the funny
everything.
thing. When I worked there, people were trying to turn in their Guitar Hero guitars and Rock Band drum sets and their other stuff, and I'm like, we can only take the game. We can't take the peripherals. And I'm like, how to? And I'm like, then you're selling the game for 99 cents to $2 because the game isn't worth nothing if you don't have the peripherals needed to play.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's
You know,
why
like
I will always never shop at GameStop. I never do. I have not
Back
shopped
to
there since
what we do in our free time.
before the
Yeah.
pandemic.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I mean, well, back to the topic of what we do on our free time.
yeah. I'm sorry, we got a little tangent. That's why I love doing this podcast with people because like we get to have a tangent at the same time. Like it derails all the time.
Hell yeah. Love that.
That's part of podcasts. It's just about
Yeah, like
talking.
I love
Yeah,
podcasts
so
that go straight to the point, but sometimes you gotta have podcasts that are just like whatever.
Yeah,
less
exactly.
formal, more it's just more comfortable, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like for example, on my free time, like recently I've been playing Silent Hill 2. I'm a big yeah, okay. So right before Silent Hill, I'm a big horror game fan. Outlast 2. I think of the greatest horror games made. Right, greatest horror games ever made.
That what they look.
Dead by Daylight's pretty cool, but I don't know. Outlast. Okay. I'm gonna say specifically Outlast 2. Scariest game that you can play. I don't know if you know Outlast or anything.
Yeah, I've played Outlast too, but I haven't really played it. It was just kind of like when it came out. It was on PlayStation Plus for free for a while, so I was able to download it and play it. And people on my stream were watching it, but other than that, I really wasn't good at it. But I mainly play I'm really looking forward to the Halloween game.
Oh yeah. Well, they just released Outlast Trials. That game. I didn't really like it. But you said Halloween game, like Michael Myers.
Yeah,
Oh really? So is it gonna be like Friday the 13th, like that game? How that
it's
came
gonna
out?
be like Friday 13th and Dead by Daylight asymmetrical multiplayer, but it's also gonna have a single player story mode.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Well,
gonna be
I
sick.
can get behind that.
Yeah,
You
it comes
know.
out next month in September, or I don't know when this is gonna come out, but it'll. But I bought the deluxe edition, so the digital deluxe edition, so I'll be able to play the game 4 days early, and it was only like an extra $20 on top of the base game, which comes out on the 8th of September, and I was like, 20 extra bucks, and I can play it the whole weekend before it comes out. I can get behind that.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. With these horror games,
Like, what's an
that's
extra
what I'm saying.
20
That's why I'm such a
bucks?
big horror game thing.
I mean, it went from $39.99 to $59.99, but I was like, what's an extra $20?
Yeah. Yeah. In my free time, I mean, so sorry, I'm kind. Jesus, I'm. I work in commercial HVAC, and
Oh,
I really like that. So it's like, it kind of pays me money. Yeah, it's a job, but like, I
You
love
probably
working there. I
make
love.
more than me. I do
Oh,
data
dude,
entry.
yeah.
trust me, I'm a first year apprentice. I just got out of high school.
Shit, you
Yeah, I was
are
gonna
young.
mention
How old is everybody? Like, go around the room.
I'm 18.
18.
the bassist, Colin. He's 18. At the singer, me, Wyatt. I'm 21.
I'm the drummer. Mike. I'm the oldest. I'm 23. And then Bite the Blight says he's 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Dude, I was gonna
How
mention
old-
when he said HVAC. I'm going into an electrician apprenticeship.
Yeah,
I,
dude.
yeah, I'm going in. So me and the bass player, we're going into trades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you make your
So,
money.
Mr.
Yeah.
Jeremy, let me know if your AC ever goes down.
Let me know if you have any electrical appliances that
I
don't
will
work,
let you know on all fronts of that, but just I
or
know
any
I
electric
know
in
I
your
know
house.
y'all were I know two of you were at Germ Fest, so I said my age on stage, how old I was. But how old do you all think I am?
Not a day over 20.
18.
18. I wish. I would love
Well,
to go back to being young.
I say 30. Oh, okay, I forgot. I'm gonna be honest. I was there, but I forgot.
Yeah,
The
me too.
the drum. Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot.
Wow, dude. I would say 32 at the most.
Hey, you got it right!
For real?
Hell yeah!
I just turned 32 this year, and Germ Fest will be like around my birthday every year, so like I'll either be still the same age or I'll be turning that next number. Next year, because of where we're gonna be having it at, I won't be saying it live on camera yet because things could change. But I'm currently in contact with 3 venues. But the one that we're mainly gonna go with, actually be my birthday weekend that weekend. So I'll be 33 the day after we start Germfest next year.
Next
Yeah.
year? Wait, when, wait. Okay, so what time period is Germfest next year?
It'll be like mid. So my birthday is May 13th. So next year we're looking at starting it Friday, Saturday, and okay. You know what? Fuck it. It's off the tables. Friday, Saturday, Sunday next year of May of next. So it'll be the 14th, 15th, and 16th.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pumped.
Now I
Yeah.
revealed that it's 3 days. Watch it only end up being 2 because it just depends on time. But you know what? I'll still take 2 of the days because, like I said, like I've already teased it a little bit on IG that it'll have the same amount of bands, if not just 1 or 2 more, spread out. But I said, but it also won't be one day
Yeah.
because there was too much influence and interference with Germ. Well, not so much interference, but so much influence to keep the times down on everyone's sets, which I'm not gonna lie, I thank every band for actually being able to be ready to go and on time, and actually some ended earlier than planned. But I was originally giving everybody 40 to 45 minutes, and then I was told, no, give everybody like 30 to 35, because nobody needs 45 minutes. And I said, well, to be fair, I put.
Everybody needs 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
I was factoring breakdown time as well into the set times, and the person that I was talking to about it didn't understand. Like, no, the band isn't playing 3 to 3:45. They're actually playing 3 to 3:35. I just put them 10 minutes in to help with breakdown and changeover. Is every band bringing in their own drum kit? I said, no. Well, then they don't need this much time to break down, and they're like, they just gotta remove all their breakables off, which is true.
Yeah.
But I factored that in, and we still ended on time. We actually ended. I think we ended 10 minutes on time, like 10 minutes over, but nobody like not 10 minutes over, but 10 minutes before our sound curfew,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I was really happy about that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But I won't mention it live because I'm doing like things for bands next year that I'm not gonna mention yet because again things could change. But I definitely don't want to mention it live on camera and be like, "Well, hey, there's audio of you saying this is what bands are gonna get." Yeah, well, things change.
Yeah.
But of course, I know bands understand that stuff happens and things got to be changed over. I'm pretty sure you guys have been on show. Well, How long have you all been a band? Like, have you guys just started playing shows like this year, 2026?
So we had talked about a little bit of our formation earlier. To give the exact date we formed June 6th, 2025, and our first show was in October of 2025, probably the 25th. Sounds about right. And it was in actually my backyard.
Oh,
And we had just started playing venues like earlier this year.
okay, yeah.
Probably like,
Okay, so yeah,
yeah.
about this year is when I first heard of, because we met at Depot. I know. Well, yeah, I met. Who did I meet at Depot again? I'm sorry.
You met
Me,
me and the singer Wyatt.
Okay,
yes.
met at Depot. Okay, I'm sorry. My brain is just like, you know. Dang,
Yeah, you're
you
good.
also all live super cool. Not super. Well, I don't know how. Well, we're talking about Middle River Pizzeria and Frank's. You all must not live super far away from where I live.
I live in like the Perry Hall area, so I'm
Like
fairly
Overly
close.
ish area.
That's where I live. I live in Overly.
Yeah, I'm like 5, maybe 10 minutes down the road
Yeah,
from
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
I'm about 10 minutes from there.
Shit, I live
I
in
live in the
like.
middle of nowhere, so it takes me a while to get here.
Yeah, he lives in Glenarm. He's surrounded by trees.
Yeah, he
Oh,
likes
like what?
farming.
Glenarm was that near like PA?
No,
No, not really. It's kind of near Parkville, but it's like,
That's not super
it's in like
far
a
away.
country.
Parkville's not
yeah,
far.
It's
it's
in
not far, but it's
My
like,
my
it,
girlfriend
Trees
lives
are
out in
everywhere.
Kearney,
oh, cool.
There's crops.
so like not far at all. Like my cousin Adam lives at. He has an apartment that he rents out in Hamilton, not far from Parkville. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Middle River, Essex area, so like not far from anything at all. Well,
Hell yeah, right
actually,
in the middle of it all.
yeah, I'm like 30 minutes from wherever venue I decide to host a show with. So
Yeah, I mean Middle River, Essex, that's definitely not too far away from Overly. I mean, I'm probably like 20 minutes away from Zen West, maybe 15 on a
yeah, I'm
good
like
day. So,
27 on a good day, 30 on a bad day. Not super far at all.
yeah.
That's my favorite venue, but unfortunately, I'm saying goodbye to the venue in October.
Oh, really?
I might be. There's just too much there that I just it's kind of hard to go into it, and I'm not gonna get into it publicly.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not musically, food wise. Hell yeah, I'll go there all the time for food. Sadly,
I mean,
Baltimore Sun doesn't have a category for bar restaurant food because honestly, Zen West would kill them all.
Yeah, their food
Yeah.
is really good.
we absolutely love Zen going to Zen West. I mean, a lot of it is for their food. I mean, some people probably say we play there too much.
We do
I
put there
want
a
to
lot.
host. I would love to host all my shows there. It's just that this
Well,
this
we're very interested in getting do some booking with you. We love playing at different places. Seeing a
yeah.
lot of different things.
I love doing well I like to keep everybody that is like, oh hey, like we want to work with you. That's actually I'm not gonna get into it on air. We'll talk after that. But after I stop recording. But before we go, your debut album is called what?
It's called the Prototype.
The
Okay, so
prototype.
it's
The
not
prototype.
self-titled.
No, it's not
No,
self-titled.
unfortunately.
We were thinking about it. We were like bouncing names off each other, and we landed on the prototype. And we were like, you know what? It is a prototype.
You know, it would have been funny if you called our debut album is not self-titled, but it's also self-titled.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know how. I mean, it's
Seems like
obviously
that
like,
idea.
how long is like how many tracks is the album?
It's 10 songs. I think it clocks in at like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's average
Does that
for
sound right?
about your average like 10 to 11 song album.
Yeah.
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 If you had to pick, okay, so I'm gonna ask this as a brand new question for everybody. If you had to pick, if you had to go into your album, like say your first album is like obviously it's done. When's it coming out?
The 29th of August.
That's a Sunday or Saturday.
No,
How do you know that?
that's a Saturday. That's
That's the
the
day I'm
that's
working
the
at Current Space with Subscape.
Oh, cool.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Subscape is a music festival. I'm working door from 12 to 5 at Current Space. It's 421 North Howard Street.
Mm.
I don't know. It's like right
I
down the
just am.
street from Auto Bar.
Yeah. I was just on North Howard. I think yesterday we were working on some AC systems in this apartment.
Oh, heck yeah. But,
Yeah, they were all fucked.
if you guys had a dream feature, like, obviously pick a living artist, not someone dead, because let's be real, if we could pick any. Me personally, if I could pick. If I was in a band and I was working on a random, like, track, like, normally. Also, I do compose. I used to do, like, keyboard stuff, like MIDI, and all that fun stuff. Like experimental tracks. I would obviously ask David Bowie to be a feature, but like let's be real, like that's dead artist. But if you had to pick like an artist that's living right currently right now, it doesn't mean they have to be physically recording music or working on stuff. But who is a dream artist that you guys would have like a feature on a track?
I've kind of got two, but they're also kind of the same person if you think about it hard enough.
That's fine.
Actually, that's really stupid. They're not the same person. I would choose either Wes Borland or Fred Durst. I fucking love Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit's good. Yeah. I like Limp. I haven't seen them live ever, but that's also because I don't think they really tour around here.
Yeah. I just think like Wes Borland because the stuff that he writes and the way he plays guitar, it's like he just really thinks outside of the box with his playing, and I feel like even when he's not coming up with like sick ass riffs or whatever, he just adds such a nice like kind of ambiance to the song, and I feel like that would mix really well with Adam's playing. I feel like it would make an amazing song.
I would love to like if we hypothetically did like a rap rock song in the future to have Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park on a verse would be really sick.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I would also like and if I were to get like a guitarist as a feature, it would be my dream to harmonize with Sinister Gates. Like that would just be like so sick.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree with all that. However, I think one of my favorite like guitar players is alive right now, Zach Wild. Right, Zach
Oh,
Wild
that's a
with
good one.
Adam.
I know
Oh
that
man,
name.
Hell yeah.
yes,
I've
I
seen him
love
thrice.
You
Zach
know what the
Wild.
funny? You know what the funny thing is? Did you guys? I don't know if you guys. There was a there. I think it was either earlier this sometime earlier this year or like the end of last year where he was going on tour with Zach Wild was going on tour with another band, and he was saying that he'd fuck the wife of the one singer in the band, and it was his own wife.
Oh, was it Black Label Society?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah. He
Black
was
Label
like,
That's like his
Society.
own band. I fucking love
yeah, he
them.
I
was like,
love Black
He's
Label
like, I want to
Society.
fuck the wife of that singer of Black Label Society. It's his own wife.
Dude, I saw them at this music festival with Clutch, and it was awesome. I fucking loved it.
I am a huge Black Label Society fan.
I have yet to
Yeah,
see
and then
Black Label Society, but a lot of my friends love Black Label Society.
Yeah.
for me though, for the drummer, I have to really think about who I would want as a collaborators. There's a lot of good like
Give
singers and
Travis
guitar players.
Barker your drumsticks and just say, "Here you go."
Um, I'm really trying to think. I mean, I listen to a lot of like really complicated shred music, so I might have to go with Michael Romeo from Symphony X. I think he would fit really well with some of Adam's more complicated playing. And for a singer, I'd have to pick either Amy Lee's. I'm a huge Evanescence fan,
I agree.
or I might just have to see if I could bring Keiko Terada from Japan and have her hop on the song.
Get Young Gravy on a song.
Yeah, Young
Yeah,
Gravy for sure.
yeah, we gotta get J. Cole on a song for
Yeah.
real.
He's too humble.
So, I like Evanescence's music, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm really glad I got introduced to them like right at like live like right after like they made a huge overhaul because now like when I don't know if they still do it, but when I saw them back in like 2018, 2019, they perform with full orchestral for their music.
Oh shit.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
So I kind of like them without the like heavy instruments, like them like songs with, because like songs like My Immortal do not work with heavy drums and instrumental until it gets to that part. So like
Yeah, I mean,
getting to see them with like a 17-piece orchestra with violins and like acoustic guitars for that song kind of like honestly drove me to tears because her voice is so haunting and like honestly she could do like
Jealous.
an ASMR channel and I'd probably fall asleep because like her voice is so soft soothing.
yeah, I mean, I actually saw them June 26th in New Jersey. They didn't have the whole orchestra thing, but I still liked what they did with just the band, especially since there would be some songs where Amy Lee would not just sing, she'd also have a keyboard or a piano, and that's actually what she did for My Immortal. Most of it was done just her and the piano until it got to that big part with the band, and that was still just an amazing emotional just
Yeah,
experience
I
all
know she was
around.
on tour with Spirit Box. Was that the same show?
Yes, that was. I actually saw Spirit Box and another band, Nova Twins, with Evanescence.
I got to see Spirit Box once, and it was I can't remember who they were. It was actually crazy. It's like because I remember loving them when they were just when the very first time, the only time I saw them, they were an opening. Like not really opening, but they were like third on a 5 band bill, and
Yeah.
I really loved them. And now like who would? And then like a year or so later, I find out that they're like selling out like Fillmore, Silver Spring, and like all these bigger name venues that they actually were opening at. I'm like, that's great because I really like them.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit Box is cool. When I saw them, with Evanescence and Nova Twins, Nova Twins, there were still people like there were still a lot of empty seats for Nova Twins. There were people coming in. Spirit Box, the stadium was pretty much almost full, but when Evanescence came in, obviously they filled up the whole place. I mean, Spirit Box for me, I think they're a cool band. But when it comes to metalcore, I'm definitely with my guitar player Adam. We like the 2000 stuff, like A Day to Remember, Trivium, All That Remains, Kill
Yeah.
Switch, those kind of bands.
I do like metalcore. I didn't get into it much. I'm more like post. I mean, I'm like emo, post hardcore. I got into metalcore.
Ooh.
Like,
Does Poison the Well do anything for you?
who is it?
Poison the Well?
Never heard of them.
They're like kind of post hardcore. You might have heard Nerdy by them. They're really fucking good.
I probably know the songs, but yeah, band names not all the time. I like post hardcore, emo, metalcore. I got really big into my first ex boyfriend got me into Ice Nine Kills
I'm a big
before
Ice
they
Nine character.
before they got into like what they do now, like before Silver Scream, like, and I just fell in love with them. Like I think it was right before Every Trick in the Book came out. Like I think it was like Predator Becomes the Prey, and I really loved that album, and
That's such a good album.
that got me really into them from there. And I just been like listening to them forever. I got to see them live like 4 times.
Ooh.
Met Spencer
Sick.
once. Spencer's a super down to, or at least that I don't think his personality's really changed. He's always been super down to earth. Like every time I've seen him and spoke to him, he's been really chill.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. I actually saw Ice Nine Kills when they did the Trinity of Terror tour with Motionless in White and Black Veil Brides.
Did you go to
That
the
was a
one
really
at
sick show.
the Chesapeake Arena?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I got to go to that. I was really happy because they actually kicked off. I was happy Atreyu played over. Like I really like Atreyu.
Yeah, Atreyu's cool. I'm not really super into them, but
I didn't like
couple
it when they
songs
had
I've heard.
Crown the Empire on that tour because I don't like Crown the Empire.
I only I only like the one song, Johnny's Revenge, I think, but it's. I know this sounds contradictory as an Ice Nine Kills fan, but it's a little too theatrical. Um, and it's just not really my thing.
Yeah. What is your guys' like favorite venue? Not
Oh,
necessarily to play at, but to go to. Like, oh, I like that venue.
I really like the Fillmore in Silver Spring. I got knocked out there when I saw Drain, and it was fucking sweet. I
Oh,
would do it all
you
over
know what the
again.
crazy thing is? I saw Drain at fucking Ram's Head before they closed.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, that was a fun
Dude,
show.
that's sick. I
It
bet.
it sold out. You know the funny thing is, my friend actually bought tickets. Like, you're going with me to see this band called Drain. I said that sounds like a stupid band name, but I like the band Water Park. So what does that tell you?
They pull out the song "Feel the Pressure." You have no idea what you got
I
yourself
saw
into.
a mosh pit like break out, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta run upstairs. Cause
Dude,
like
I
the
love
other
that.
bands they were on tour with, like, and the funny thing is, like, 3 nights prior, or like about a month, or it may have been a month prior, I had seen my one of my favorite emo bands there, Census Fail.
Oh, cool. Do
I
you
got the
wait? Do you know Seosin at all?
yes, I've heard of them. I haven't seen them live.
I saw them. I'm pretty sure it was at Ram's Head. I ended up getting to meet their bassist and their singer. They're cool as fuck. They're really talented too.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know who John Shaner is. He was in a band called crap. What band was he in? They're not around anymore, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But he joined Kings of the Wild Things for a while, and then he left that band. Um,
Mm.
yeah, that's a story for another day. Uh, but he's too talented to leave the music scene, and then he joined another band that I won't ever mention again, and he quit that pretty quick too. But that's good on his part. We don't need. If I'll tell you that band off camera, off audio. You guys will be like, yeah, good move.
Hell yeah.
But before we wrap up, um, where can people find you guys at? Mach Four, obviously, on Instagram. But where else can people find you? You guys got like Facebook or is this Instagram?
Hell yeah, we got Facebook.
We do got Facebook. We
It
got
was,
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Got everything.
yeah, we got Apple Music, Spotify, any streaming service you can think of to listen to our
YouTube
music.
Music.
Dora,
Wait,
Deezer,
who's your
You
distributor? Wait, who's your distributor?
DistroKid.
I
DistroKid.
hope your album goes on YouTube Music day of, because they hate YouTube Music.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
well,
We're on
Waters,
YouTube Music.
yeah, we're on YouTube Music.
that
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Waters Deep were on YouTube Music, and DistroKid did not distribute their 2023 EP until 2025.
Who?
Waters Deep, they're not a band anymore.
I think I've heard of them.
Yeah.
That would suck.
We're gonna chat.
They're really good
And if
people.
not, we're gonna post it on YouTube.
All right, well,
We're gonna
don't
find
go
a way.
anywhere, guys. I'm gonna play this back, make sure we got everything recorded, and all that fun stuff. Again, the prototype drops August 29th on every streaming platform. Hopefully, YouTube Music. I don't use Spotify anymore since they love to give money to AI artists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Fuck AI.
Yeah,
And actually, I'm gonna tell you guys this why. Before that, I stopped using Spotify after they let ICE recruitment ads play, and then when people complained about it, they actually made a statement said it does not go against our terms of use. So I immediately canceled Spotify Premium, deleted Spotify off all my phones and everywhere. I stopped using it 100%. So when bands tell me, "Oh, our album's on Spotify," I said, "That's great. I hate Spotify, but go on."
Jesus, I did not know that they did that. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we will be getting some CDs together for the prototype. So if anyone else is like me and still wants to do physical media, we'll have some CDs.
We're gonna
Yes.
get. We're
Oh,
gonna
you know
get
what you
some
should
merchandise
do? If
for-
people, I don't know if you guys are able to do it financially, but people also been doing like flash drives, where they input all the music on a flash drive and then they just sell the flash drive. And it's like, hey, our album's here. Like all the like CD quality files are on this flash drive too. You got a computer? Here you go.
That's
'Cause
actually a good idea.
most
Yeah.
modern PCs do not have a disk drive. I got a computer made last year, and they told, and when I asked for a disk drive, they said, "You want this to go up $500 extra?" And I said, "Is that really how much they are?" Like, well, no, but nobody puts disk drives in computers anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, that's one of them old head things.
But hey, physical media, people are still doing vinyl.
People love that. Yeah,
That's
people
me.
love that.
Yeah, I'm a big time collector. I've mentioned that several times. Big time collector.
I have two
And this
vinyl. I
dude,
have two vinyls in my collection. I have the Neck Deep album from 2020. All distortions are intentional because when you pre-ordered on their website, they signed it, which was super cool. And then, like, if you pre-ordered it within like a certain time frame, they signed it. And then, of course, Great Heights band Rad Pop. I have that album on vinyl record because, again, one of my favorite bands of all time. But before you guys go, well, actually, you guys can, well, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna stop the recording. I'm gonna see if I got everything. Give me 1 second.
All right.
all right.
Cool.